everybody, it's Lala. I am driving into work right now. I'm going to try my best to get this done as quickly as possible because I'm like almost there. Bear with me, please. Like I said, my schedule has been mad hectic lately with this new job that I'm working, which I love, by the way. And but I wanted to get this out. Dr. Lovey, you reached out to me. It was like, I can't wait to hear what you got to say about this reunion. So I'm here to talk to you guys. Forgive me with the lighting and everything. I'm here to talk to you guys about R&B Divas Los Angeles Season 2 Reunion Part 1. I'm not going to touch on everything. You know this. I'm just going to basically talk about what I feel is necessary, or just share my thoughts, really. It's not a recap. This is a review. The ladies look beautiful. I wasn't here for everything that everybody was wearing. Michelle with the sparkly, Miss America pageant dress. Her hair was, zhuzhed, but I didn't, she looked so beautiful, with the straight down, with the flat iron hair, the straight hair. I wasn't really crazy about the big puffy curls or whatever, but she's a pretty girl. Let me think. Who else? Lil Mo. I wasn't crazy about the gel down sides. That blonde bob that she wears, it was like razor cut or something. The bob is cute on her because she insists on doing that damn platinum blonde hair or whatever, or blonde hair. The bob is cute. I wasn't crazy about the gel down sides to make it look like this is your hair. It looked like it was hard, and like it was stuck to her forehead or whatever. I wasn't feeling that. The dress was okay, but she got like funny shaped legs, and she's always wearing like short stuff or whatever. But it is what it is. When she stood up to talk about getting security because Shantae said she was going to whoop her ass or whatever, I was just like, okay, she looked a little awkward, but it was a cute dress. It was what it was. Then there's Chrisette Michele. Chrisette, I love the dress. The dress was beautiful. I love her shape. She's like Thickum McSnickums, and she's got a beautiful shape. I love the dress. The braids were big and bulky and just sitting, just like toppled on her head, and they just looked like, oh, they were making my neck hurt just kind of watching them sit up there on top of her head like that. And they were just so like thick and heavy looking. The little thing that she had, on her forehead, like coming from the braids, that was pretty. To me, it didn't go with the outfit per se, but Chrisette, she does her own thing, and she's she's unique and interesting. So she was beautiful. She's always beautiful. Wendy Williams was wearing red. I didn't really pay attention to her outfit, so whatever, is Wendy. And Shantae Moore, she had her hair nice and straight, just flat down straight and everything. It was not really much to talk about. It was straight and flattened or whatever, and that was pretty much it. What was she wearing? What was Shantae wearing? Like a black dress, whatever. She didn't really look like she was going to a reunion. She looked like she was just kind of going to church or something like that. And who did I forget? Oh yeah, okay, Leela loves to show her legs. She loves to wear outfits like that, and that's fine. I wasn't crazy about it. It didn't look like something for like 2014 to me, but whatever. And her braids, her beautiful hair, she needs to just keep her hair out. The braids made it look like her hairline was all crazy and stuff, but I know she's got that like reverse widow's peak in the front of her head, so that was that. And then what else? Lauren, Claudette. Claudette looked pretty, unremarkable. She just kind of had like a prom gown on, and her hair was kind of pinned up. But she's a beautiful girl. She doesn't have to do much. But I think it would have been better if she just like wore her hair down and wore like a simple dress, because she's such a pretty girl and she doesn't have to do a whole lot. She's like ethereal, I kind of forgot that she was there because she was so quiet on this first part. But my biggest issue is pretty much my issue for the show, period, like throughout the season, and it's that everybody is like jumping on Shantae. Shantae is not spotless. She's done things and said things that's not cool, okay? The ladies anthem thing, I feel like she wasn't trying to be shady, and she wasn't trying to be like trifling about it. It just kind of happened that way. And then the way she handled it when everything went left made it worse. You know, it was unprofessional. And I think she kind of got so wrapped up in defending herself and her professionalism that she made the situation worse. She released the song, and the girls had the nerve to be like offended because they weren't on the song. Y'all shit talked the damn song throughout the entire season, and shit talked, you know, the little fake ass contract or whatever that her manager sent out. And Little Mo even said, take me off of that song anyway, when she was popping off in Puerto Rico in the rainforest or whatever. And I'm just like, so why the fuck are y'all like, oh wow, she just put the song out? Like, after y'all jumped on me in the fucking rainforest, you expect me to call you and be like, hey, I'm about to put the song out, I just want to know if you want to be on it? Fuck you. You don't want to be on it. You don't want anything to do with me. You don't like me, remember? So I'm not going to put you on my song. And I'm not going to chase after you and kiss your ass just so you can be on it, because it is what the fuck it is. So I don't see a problem with Shantae releasing the song without having the ladies on it. I mean, goddamn, they scrutinized everything that she did from that ladies anthem and on. And then you want to know why she released the song without you on it? Get the fuck out of here. I can't. Everybody is always acting like they have no idea where Shantae's attitude is coming from and how she's just this evil person for no fucking reason. And it just drives me crazy. Chrisette Michele, I'm so sorry, Chrisette, but this show is making me not like you. Bottom line, I was hoping that what happened at the rainforest was gonna be, I'm not the rainforest, I was hoping that what happened in Puerto Rico after the dinner when you walked away from everybody was gonna be enough, and that you were gonna be like, you know what, I watched the show, I stepped outside of myself, it wasn't a good look, let me handle it better, something like that. But no, you came on the reunion and you kept on being fucking passive aggressive and super sensitive, and just like Shantae said, anything that somebody says to you that's not in agreement with you is disrespectful, and that's how she is. You're gonna keep on talking about her, and then when Shantae defends herself, you're like, I'm not talking to you anymore. You know what, I'm not gonna have this conversation. I don't want to beat up on her. It's not fun beating up on her while you beat up on her. Like, and I just feel like everybody just is taking the opportunity to, you know, talk down about someone because they slightly agreed at one point on the fact that they didn't like what Shantae was doing for one reason or another. She even said what I said. You know, Shantae even said what I said last week, or last, you know, my thoughts video, where I'm like, first y'all say that all she does is talk about herself and everything is the Shantae show. Then you say that you don't know anything about her because she don't share anything. So which one the fuck is it? That's just what Shantae said. Like, which one is it? Am I talking too much or am I not talking enough? And they couldn't even answer that. No, they had to jump in and talk about how she was disrespectful to people on and off the set and everything else. But when she asks a question and asks you to clarify why you don't like something about her, then you can't answer it. You just go on and talk about something else that she did that you didn't like. Y'all got to be, and then Chrisette, don't tell me that I'm not coming to you, that I'm not speaking from the heart. Don't tell me that I'm not being honest about my emotions. Excuse the video, I'm sorry, the sun is out and everything else. Don't tell me that I'm not being honest about my emotions. Don't tell me that I'm not speaking from the heart. You don't know what the fuck I'm speaking from, okay? And every time Shantae said something, you're like, you know, she's a liar, she's not honest, she's not genuine. You don't know. You don't know if I'm being honest. You don't know if I'm being genuine. If you feel that I'm not being genuine, then fine. You're entitled to your fucking feelings. But don't sit here and tell me that I'm lying to you. Don't sit here and tell me that, you know, I'm being shady because you don't believe what I'm saying to you. Chrisette Michele doesn't know Shantae Moore. Y'all don't know each other. Y'all just met each other, if I'm not mistaken, based on what the show has told us. You guys just met each other. So how is it that you can talk about how genuine she is and you know how real she is when you don't know her from a fucking can of paint? And Leela, you know, I wanted to give her a chance and everything, despite what everybody told me. Tell me why last season nobody had a bad thing to say about Shantae, and nobody talked about how people in the business bad talked her and everything else. But now all of a sudden, you know, we get to this season and everybody's talking about how shitty Shantae is before you even get on the show. Like, I'm amazed. I'm amazed by all of this. You people are being mean girls against her. And then you're calling her a mean girl because she's defending herself. Like I said, Shantae is not spotless. And I don't agree with everything that she did. There are things that she handled that was fucked up. She just handled it the wrong way. But y'all took the first thing that you could and then you fucking ran with it. And then it basically, whatever she tried to do to salvage it, you just kind of shot it down and, you know, spit in her face or whatever because you decided you don't like her anymore. So now no matter what she does, you're going to have a problem with. It just is what the fuck it is. I can't stand these women for sitting up here and not realizing that you are the ones being bitches right now. You are the ones being mean girls right now. And just the fact you're on this reunion and you're using the fact that it's a reunion as an excuse to be assholes to this woman. I mean, Leela, you sit next to her and you call her a bitch. You talk down about her. You tell her that she's disrespectful and everything else. And then you're like, you know, no, let me finish. No, I'm keeping it 100. You know, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. I tried to create my own relationship. Like, you're just such a big fucking person. And that you tried to look past all her flaws, but she did everything she could to tell you fuck you. And I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Shantae could not, I don't see how she would go and be one way last season and then turn around and be a completely different way this season for no reason. Okay? It may be possible that the shit that happened with Little Mo just made her go, fuck it, I don't fuck with nobody now because I thought I had a friend. And then she turned around and did some, you know, non-friend type shit. Chrisette, stop being passive aggressive. Stop it. It is fucking annoying. And I'm getting so angry because you're like so dramatic. And just because you say something in a sweet, soft tone does not mean that you're not being rude. It does not mean that you're not being evil. And the fact that you won't let this woman speak for herself, Shantae's right. You kept fucking cutting her off. And then every time she would say something, you're like, I'm not talking to her anymore because she's a liar. Like, you know what? Then don't fucking talk to me anymore. I hate when somebody's like, I don't like you because you're this way. And you go, all right, fine, then don't like me. And then it's like, you know what? See, that's why I don't like you, because you don't want me to get the fuck out of here. I'm done. I can't. Okay? I need to see better shit on part 2. I need to hear things that make sense. I'm dying to hear what Chrisette has to say to Claudette, because you immediately turned on Claudette just because she wasn't agreeing with you. Just because she decided to try to come to Shantae's defense. And if you had concrete evidence against Shantae being, to prove that Shantae is like this horrible, horrible person, you wouldn't have to jump on Claudette. You would be able to just show Claudette, like, okay, this is what happened, and this is what happened, and this is why I feel that way. But immediately you shut Claudette down because she wasn't on team Chrisette and Mo. Don't come back next season. Don't do reality TV ever again, because you're showing your fans, you want your fans to know that you're more than just lyrics, and that's perfectly fine. But what I'm learning about you, I'm not really liking. You seem like a sweet girl. You seem to be very fun. You seem to be eccentric and everything else, and basically everything that your music paints you to be. But when it comes to social interactions and people who don't exactly agree with everything that you say and everything that you do, that's when you become undesirable. So I need you to just focus on your music and not on reality TV anymore. Miss Chalet, I appreciate the fact that, you know, they did talk about her issues with depression and with suicide, and how you know, no jokes were made. It was handled very seriously. Funky Dineva showed up, and I didn't agree with what Funky Dineva was saying about Leela James's hair, but, you know, at least he acknowledged the fact that, you know, what Miss Chalet was going through was serious. It was real. Nothing funny about it. And I'm happy that she's doing better. Okay, Claudette, baby girl, I need you to speak up. I need you to start saying some stuff. I get that sometimes it's good to sit back and just watch and listen, but it's also good to speak up. So I need you to start, you know, talking a little bit more. And did I miss anybody else? Mo? Okay, the security guard that Shantae bought. I agree that it probably wasn't that serious. It wasn't serious enough for Shantae to bring a security guard to the reunion because, you know, wasn't nobody gonna fight her or nothing like that. But the truth of the matter is, I'm not mad at you for taking precautions, because anybody who watches reality TV would know that shit could pop off at a reunion. And just because you hugged her and you told her you miss her and everything at the Essence Festival, you didn't mention how Mo responded to that. So who knows? I don't know. But it seems like, just like Shantae likes to act all, you know, prudish and unbothered on camera, Mo likes to act all turned up and everything on camera. And at the Essence Festival, we're not talking about the issues that we have on the show, but we are talking about the issues that we have on the show at the fucking reunion. And if you're ready to snatch out the other side of my hair and throw me off of a cliff and everything like that when you're on the show, then I'm gonna make sure that I bring somebody with me to the reunion to make you reconsider the threats that you gave me. And then you're going to pop up and stuff because somebody said that Shantae should kick your ass. Oh, I need security because Shantae said that somebody told her to kick. Sit your ass down. Sit it down. I love the fact that little Mo is so real and so hood, and that she hasn't turned Hollywood and everything. But even with that, you know, being hood and being real, it's a time and a place for everything. And everything don't always have to be, you know, dramatics and extra and over the fucking top and everything. Sit your ass down somewhere, little Mo. Oh my God. I can't with her. I can't. I just can't. And your fiance and bringing him, you know, I heard some people talk about how, you know, this new boo that you got or whatever, you bringing him into your family and everything else, and whatever. What you do is what you do. Just don't go out there talking about no spirits of perversion anymore, because you got your shit with you. Don't try to call nobody else out on their shit because you got your shit with you. And you were quick to jump up and talk about whooping somebody's ass. So you know what? Maybe I will bring security to let you know that you need to calm the fuck down, because I'm not here for it. Okay? Shantae probably shouldn't have bought security, and I respect that. I respect that she shouldn't have bought security, whatever. It was a little extra and over the top. But you know what? I don't give a fuck, because he's here. He's here now. He's not here for all of y'all. He's here for me. And when I'm coming to a reunion to talk to a bunch of women that don't like me and try to take every chance that they get to be rude to me and disrespect me, maybe I should bring some backup. Okay? I'm ready to, I want to see part 2. I want to see more happen on part 2. I want to see more concrete stuff happen. I don't want to hear this petty shit anymore. I don't want to see this petty shit anymore. I want to see some real shit. Little Mo called in to the Scorpion show a couple of weeks ago, and she mentioned that Shantae came, I think, to the studio or something like that, and brought everybody gifts to like apologize to everybody, and everybody threw her gifts out the window or the limo or the car or whatever after she left. Fuck y'all, okay? Fuck y'all, because you're clearly saying that when Shantae tried to reach out to you and tried to be nice and tried to salvage the relationships, y'all shot it down. You're telling on yourself, okay? So, I mean, like she said, no matter what she does, you're going to find problems with it. You're going to find an issue with whatever she does. You're not going to be happy, because like I said, you need a bad guy, and Shantae did just enough to fit the fucking bill. So now you guys are just going to continue to be assholes. If I missed anything, let me know. Put it down in the comments. I'm just over this shit. I'm over these women. I'm over the cattiness. I'm over it. And I really, really wish that Shantae was bothered enough to actually call people out on their shit. You know, because sometimes being unbothered doesn't work out for you. Sometimes being unbothered just makes other people want to bother you more until you respond to it. They hate you, Shantae, because you don't give a fuck about them, okay? They tell you that they don't want to be your friend anymore, and you say, so what? And that pisses them off. So, you know, fuck them. You don't need them as friends. You don't need them being shady and throwing jabs every chance that they get. You don't need it. So, I mean, just show up, get your check, and move the fuck on. Because at the end of the day, when the cameras are done rolling, you got to live your life. They got to live theirs. And you don't have to live it together because this is just a job. All right. I've been talking for 20 minutes. I love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Like I said, if I missed anything or you got any comments to say you agree, you disagree, whatever it is that you want to say, put it down in the comments below. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.